What's up, traders? This is Matt with Conservative Trades. Hope you guys are doing all right today. I just, yeah, well, first of all, I'll say this. To those of you who are in the live stream, I apologize. I know my P&L does not look good right now. Boeing got me twice. It got me twice. Total fake out, total short squeeze on Boeing twice. No excuse. Should have left it alone after it happened the first time. But anyway, guys, I was up at one point around 180 on the day, and unfortunately, I'm ending the day only up 115. But it's a green day nonetheless, and it's a great start to the week. It really is. And as you can see, I really didn't take that many trades. I don't have too many commissions. Very low shares here traded today, and that's one of the great things about taking conservative share size is you keep the commissions lower, and obviously that all depends on what broker you're going through and what kind of deal that you can get with your broker. You can see here I'm with Lightspeed, so it's typically $1 commission. But guys, let's go ahead and get into the trades. And actually, I think the only ones that I'm going to go over with you today are going to be MRNA and SRNE. Now, believe it or not, with MRNA, I'm not too proud of the trade I took on it. And yes, I know it's the biggest winner of the day. I'm up $117 on MRNA, but and actually some of that was due to this last move here. Let me pull up my execution so you can see those. So show execution. So you can see I went short here towards the end of the day after it broke VWAP, got a VWAP rejection. I went short, took profit all the way down here, and that was pretty good. And then I went short again up here for the for the test of the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Poked through, but I held through it. Just it was weak, and I figured it was going to continue to go, and it did. And so I got out the last little bit of those shares here. Very, very, very small share size on that too. So this probably here all the way through here was probably really only a $40 trade. And so here's the part, and this is why I want to discuss MRNA, and this is why I say that I'm not really proud with how I traded this. Now, yes, granted, mRNA is extremely overbought right now, and mRNA is also a stock that can be very, very, very tricky to trade. It can carry a lot of choppy action. Now, the stock overall has been doing very well, obviously, with COVID-19 vaccination stuff and all that. So fundamentally, it's in a pretty good place. But I do think it's overextended, and I think that's why we've seen a sell-off today. But I will say this. Even though I was playing it safe, because like I said, mRNA can tend to be a very challenging stock to trade. It can tend to be a little whippy. So yes, I was playing it safe. So I guess to some degree, it's okay that I got out this quickly and I missed a lot of this move. What's not okay is how I got out. And typically when you watch me trade, oftentimes, and first of all, I take very conservative share size. Typically not even trading with more than 50 to 100 shares, sometimes 200, sometimes 300 shares, and sometimes I'll take more than that, depending on what kind of stock it is and how quickly it's moving and that sort of thing. But I took 50 shares here on mRNA, and what I normally do is I piece out of my trades gradually. And when it came down here to VWAP, instead of getting out the whole 50 shares, I should have just gotten out maybe 20, 25 shares, and I should have seen what was going to happen with the rest of them. This made a whole dollar move here, a little better than a dollar move. I think I made $60 roughly on that trade, and it was a very quick in and out trade. And hey, look, I'll take $60 any day for just a couple minutes of my time of for working, a couple minutes of work, however you want to phrase it. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. $60 is great. But we got a really nice move with it. We really did, and it ended up moving from the place that I got in, from my point of entry, it ended up moving almost $10. This was almost a $10 move from where I got in. And had I held on to that other 25 shares, and maybe I would have, maybe it would have taken out like another 10 here and then maybe another 15 here. And that's typically how I trade these stocks. I would have, this would have ended up being probably a $250 trade. And I probably could have just ended my day right there. Right. So I'm not too proud of it. I think that, that I was just a little too impatient on it. I was a little too quick to get out of it. Like I said, I've traded this stock many times. It can be very choppy. It can whip back on you real quick. But still yet, I should have pieced out of it. I just should have. So I didn't really follow my rules on it, but again, overall, this is, this was a good trade today, and it was the best trade of the day. Obviously, SRNE kind of came in second. Now, I am very proud of this trade right here. And actually, SRNE, I had to locate shares for shorting. I got 300 shares this morning for roughly, I don't know, 12 bucks. I'm going to see if they're still. Let's see if you can even get them anymore. But yeah, they were okay. Here we go. So yeah, $12.30. So it's still you can still get 300 shares for about 12 bucks right now. So not the cheapest locates, but I figured, SRNE was one of these stocks that was way overextended, and it got bought up this morning and couldn't get to this level right here, this previous daily level where it obviously would have broken out. And when I was in the live stream this morning, I even marked these levels here. I said that this is going to be possibly a trend line rejection when the market opens, and sure enough, it did reject the trend line, and oddly enough, I actually went long because I thought at one point this was going to break the trend line and that we were actually going to test high of day and very possibly get this previous day breakout right here because the stock seemed like it was starting to pick up momentum. But obviously it failed. I got out. And so after that, when it came down here, I flipped my position and took out some shares here and then got out some shares here. And then I tried flipping it again up here. If you can see, let me pull this out here, make this a little easier to see. I got in again right there, that little red circle, went short again. It started to come up against me, and I should have been more patient with this one too. I came out a few of my shares here, but then it got a drop, and then I took a few more shares off the table, but then I added to my position here, and when it dropped here, I added to my position again for the crack of these levels. It couldn't go any higher, so I added to my position again, and I think at one point I was in the full 300 shares, and then it came down here, I took some profit, added here, and then just ended up getting out break even there. And then I tried a couple more times and ended up getting squeezed out just with very small share size. But this is one of those trades that when we were in the live stream, actually right before, I don't know, probably 10, 15 minutes before I ended the live stream. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, you can check out, I do post a live stream every day after the stream ends. It posts automatically to my channel, I should say. And so you can go check all of this stuff out. But I actually was looking at this, and this is actually one of my setups here. This is a constant fake out breakout through VWAP on the 5-minute chart. And it happened multiple times, and it started forming lower highs. There's no reason I shouldn't have gotten back in with at least 200 of those 300 shares. There's no reason why I shouldn't have done that. And had I done that, this would have been a really nice move. As you can see, we went all the way down here. I even said in the live stream, I said, I really believe we're going to get down at least into the 7s today. And we ended up getting down into the 6s, almost down into the 5s. And so just a beautiful move there on SRNE. I wish I had, like I said, I wish I had been more patient with it. But guys, hey, you win some, you lose some. I mean, this is how trading is, and you can't live in hindsight trading, okay? Because kind of like there's a well-known day trader out there. A lot of you have probably heard of him. His name, he goes by Clay Trader, but and you should check out his channel. He's got a really cool strategy that he teaches, and I think he's got some courses, and he's legit. He does really well with this, and but anyway, he's got a funny little saying. He says we're all millionaires in our hindsight accounts, and that's so true. That's so true. And so that's the thing with trading stocks, though. I mean, it's easy to come back here later and look, and we can see the way that the stocks went, and we can see how the indicators played out, and we can see how the trend line played out, and how previous areas of support were cracked through, and all that good stuff. But when you're in the moment, all you have is what you can see at that moment. Okay. And you want to be sure of yourself. You really do. You want to be sure of yourself. And especially when you've already started to, kind of profit on the day, you don't want to give those profits back. And so, I do my best trading in the early morning. A lot of guys in the chat have noted that before, and they're totally right. I mean, I really do my best trading in the morning. But I tell you what, we made some good calls today, and I'm still happy about the fact that, I'm green on the day. This is great. We're ending the day, first day of the week. It's Monday, $115.53. Very, very little in fees and commissions. Yes, I hate this trade on Boeing. I hate that I got squeezed out of that several times. I mean, that was just totally unexpected. But the SPY was strong today, guys. I tell you what, it really was. The SPY has just been continuing to make incredible moves to the upside. And we were watching this area right here today, watching for it to triple top and break through the triple top, and it actually did. And now, of course, there's, it's selling off a little bit here at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, we'll be back here tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and come check us out in the live stream. We do stream live right here on the channel Monday through Friday, beginning roughly around 9 a.m. And to the rest of you who were in the live stream, once again, always appreciate you guys. Looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Have a great evening. Take care.